Jian, everyone, perfect. I see that we are officially connecting to different platforms and glad to see everyone again. I'm Monglai Li at the committee from Nimble, and today we invite Nick from Assisterr and of course our Alex, right, from Nimble to have this AI panel. To talk about the future of AI and blockchain technology. And before we officially start it, we'd like to warmly welcome Nick from Assisterr to introduce yourself and introducing the project to us. Welcome.
Hi guys, happy to join. Really a pleasure to be here. It was a pleasure to meet your team at Singapore Token 2049, and hope we're gonna have like productive and interesting conversation, which would be like really beneficial for audience who are gonna be listening to get more about decentralized AI, to get more about small language models and other things. A couple words about our project. So we started building Assisterr back in 23 at the bear market. Since then, we slightly pivoted. We had experience, our team has experience in AI Web3 since 2017. Our AI lead used to work at DeepMind, CERN, and other things. While most of our team are Web3 native guys who are actually excited about the industry and the things that Web3 can offer to AI. What we're building a marketplace and also no-code builder, SLM builder that can be used by creators or anyone who owns some data to launch the AI. But you had this, like technical gap in your head, you are welcome to Assisterr. We would love to serve your needs, and we would love to see you among our early users.
That is nice. Thank you so much, Nick, for the intro. And yeah, well, before our AI panel session, I was just joking around. Assisterr's name is really, really easy to remember, right? We have a sister, two brothers over here. We're a big family. So welcome to the AI and blockchain world, everyone. Let's also, go over to Alex, our head of marketing at Nimble. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience and also talk about Nimble? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, how's it going? We were just live, about an hour ago, but head of marketing here. Nimble's the open AI platform, and just as always, we try to democratize AI development as much as possible. We've got a notebook launching as well. We're going to talk more about this, so the developers can finally build these AI agents and get things going, right? Whether it's a non-player character dressed as AI agent dressed as a non-player character, or a little Jarvis helping your grandma on board the Farcaster. So let's go. Super excited to be here, and Nick, great to have you on.
Awesome. Yes. So after both of you meet at Token 2049, right, we're very glad to have this follow-up AI panel together. And the first question, of course, we would like to ask Nick from Assisterr is, what is the value you see at the intersection of AI and blockchain? Thank you.
Yes, it's like, I believe we have a lot of abilities to align incentives of the end users around different AI applications and different AI models, which is not possible in centralized or like Web2 AI. Because in Web2 AI, it's the whole business model is extractive and monopolistic. So every company see users only as users, and as boxes with money, but not as a co-contributor, not as an equal co-creator of the models. And I think that's a huge power of Web3, that we can bring these incentives, we can bring real data ownership, we can bring real model co-ownership models to AI with Web3. On the other side, we also can orchestrate a group of people, like massive amount of people, and that's what also crypto is doing well over the last 12 years or 13 years. We can organize a huge amount of people, organizations, entities to collaborate and effectively solve some real-world problems. So I think that's the biggest benefits. And pragmatically, crypto also can benefit a lot from AI, because there is a lot of section of AI in Web3, where it's a lot of opportunity to earn, a lot of opportunity to contribute, a lot of opportunity to be a part of the ecosystem. And I think that's a big opportunity for anyone in this space to join, contribute, and earn.
Got it. Thank you so much for letting us know about these. And Alex, we also have a question to you. So yeah, we know you are focusing on marketing, right? But we also would like to know, how does Nimble foster community collaborations and knowledge sharing through our platforms? What tools and features are available to support these? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's all about our tooling. AI notebook, whether it's like the AI order book component, which kind of like, basically the matching between the number of AI tasks available and the GPU power network. But one thing we do want to build on top of that, sense, so people can kind of give you feedback and kind of have more, as close to real-time feedback as possible for your AI agent, right? And this is really important, because as the agents can be used, on the DeFi side of things, or with any application, I mean, the applicability is infinite. Then you need as robust of a code as possible. And especially as our AI framework will be able to be forkable, that matters even more. So that we want to have, it's kind of like that's like an open AI platform at the end of the day, and like an ecosystem. And then it's just the typical knowledge sharing tools, right? We launch our dashboard. We're going to announce some cool today. Hey, this is what a developer built, and this is how you can fork it. Or here's a framework of types of AI agents you can build, and with more minimal effort, it's composable, so people can even build more and more and more to become more and more complex. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, we got a lot of plans.
Nice. Thank you so much. And yeah, and also soon we would like to let our audience know about that we are planning a virtual AI hackathon, right? This is also another great opportunity for our community members and developers to showcase your tech skills, right? And also share AI models with us and also with the world, right? Because we want to support you and help you to become more well-known in the Web3 and AI space. Let's circle back to Nick from Assisterr over here. So let's talk about data market. What's wrong with data market for AI and why it is so important? We'd like to hear about your opinion. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Let me share just a couple slides. We actually usually sharing it with a community of investors, but like its main thesis is that we have right now. So the core problems that we see with the data market that big tech companies and AI owned by big tech is extractive and monopolistic. So all these big tech companies, they have users as losers because these users given the platform, centralized platforms, they're given the data for free. This data is traded with big tech training centralized AI. Then centralized AI trained on your data is sold back to you. So you're paying $20 per month or whatever you're paying. So you're just losing your data. You're not getting anything in front in exchange. And also you're paying on your information, data, and knowledge. It would last forever, but there is a shortage of the data. There is a big problem. We call it last mile challenge. So the data required for model already, and there is a projection the data market smaller because there is like literally they cannot parse the internet for free anymore. There is a like limitation what they can get for free, and that's where you probably heard about Stack Exchange, New York Times, Quora, Reddit deals. So big tech guys, they already signing multi-million annual contracts with these platforms to get user-generated content. So they need more data for real data owners, but they don't want to give you actual rewards. They don't want to share anything with you. Instead of this, they are paying to centralized platforms. This centralized platform will get a lot of money, but they will not share anything with end users. Because it works, the old way was that you was doing a query and for some, some social posts, it's often hallucinated, it's not accurate, not actionable for businesses. And if you are doing a business, you cannot integrate this model to your business process because you will start losing customers, you will start losing your because it's not reliable. And the new way that is presented by OpenAI, it introduced the reasoning process called chain of thoughts, which exactly they presented 2-3 weeks ago. It involves several models, LLM models, participating in this reasoning process, analyzing what user actually want, how to process it, what is the best response, and so on. It is much better, but it's highly expensive because each of this model, instead of one model eating tokens and requires, like compute, GPU, CPU, it's going to be much more expensive because there would be 10, maybe 20, maybe 5 models. But also, it still doesn't solve the problem with domain niche expertise. So if you're trying to solve it, you would have like general purpose LLMs, which you can think about it, like if you're driving, I don't know if it's familiar for all the world, but often if you're driving a taxi in Europe, you have to start talking about everything, like about about everything. He can fix a car, he can fix the guy, like to drive a company, he can do anything. But in fact, he's not capable to do anything on a high level. And that's the problem with this like lack of domain and niche expertise. And our team is actually solving it with a niche domain specific models. And I would love to go to it if either now or either a little bit later to explain a little bit deeper.
Nice. Thank you so much, Nick, for letting us know about that. And Alex, another question for you over here, because we could see that Nimble has definitely made a significant milestone, right, in developing decentralized GPU network. Can you also share some of Nimble's key achievement in this area and how the advancement had benefit our overall AI communities? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can share some of the achievement and milestones that we've gone through. And Nick, I do want to hear more about your in-depth explanation. Maybe you can share it again. But With Nimble, I think we started small. I was talking to Anthony about this a week ago, and we're like, let's look back at what we had, right? We started with this like cool memeable character. We funnel through to over now other colors, and so many one use active on the network, and that's pretty wild to think, because one to have AI actual like real AI tasks, because now we're in the commitment model. So the commitment model means that GPU is going to ping the network to say, hey, if you need me, but I am also active for cost purposes, because it's costly to operate a GPU at scale. And fast forward a month ago, we didn't even have 6 million transactions on the network completed. Now, so there are like these incremental steps that I think it's taken some time, or followers sprung up, but now the main that we have is get developers on board, right? This is why we're talking about a hackathon that we wanna host, and we want to have a lot of partners to kind of chip in and say, hey, let's have this kind of focused AI initiative because there's not really like a big Web3 AI hackathon. There's been some thing that would actually really going and decentralize the AI agents. I think that notion is still kind of being trying to build those agents as an example, and we're gonna. So yeah, these are some of them. But yeah, Nick, feel free to to keep going about it.
Of course.
Yeah, I can get back and just explanation what exactly and how it looks on our. There is a problem with this new approach, that there is no highly expensive response generation, which is also not a good solution for B2B clients, for businesses. So how we're solving it, we see that small, which more by solving, but cutting all the available small language model into group by expertise, and every small language model is owned by a group of experts, or it can be 10, it can be 100, it can be 1,000 of people who have expertise in B2C marketing, let's say B2B marketing, B2C marketing in Europe, Asia, or maybe Latin America, or maybe somewhere else. Same with software. There's so many niche or domain-specific sub categories where you can launch your small language model. You can train on custom data. You can organize experts who would be feeding and working on a regular basis on these models, that this model would be overperforming general purpose LLMs. And it's called mixture of agents, a mixture of models that, and we need a mixture of models that would be power these agents. And as a result, any end user can came to the platform we will get the input, his problem or his query. After that, we will organize the whole process of reasoning between different shots in different categories, and problem, not just hallucinated response, which is actually actionable, it's valuable, it's see ourselves as platforms that is bridging a gap between AI gig workers, because we believe that there would be millions and millions of people who would be AI gig economy, where they would be creating model, they would be working on finding some bugs, maybe some improvements, some connections. I mean, there's so many works and so many professional opportunities for people to contribute and participate in this economy, while patient would be around platform which would actually building this SLMs, network of SLMs, and end user would be coming with the problems, paying for getting solution, and we will be handling everything. So that's in core what we're building with Assisterr.
Got it. Thank you so much, for sharing the chart with us. And hopefully, everyone, if you are watching, be sure to follow Assisterr as well, and you could find their tag on our. Feel free to add more.
I just want to add just one more punchline, let's say. So it's like we believe that SLMs are apps of the AI era. So it's a basic incremental stuff. You have data, then you have creators, and you have technology to build something that makes sense, use case specific, business specific, like something that actually creates value, not general purpose where you can play, you can generate some funny text or maybe song based on some input, but you can effectively build a huge marketplace that's where you have a lot of applications, the small language models that solves real problems. So App Store market right now, it's around like $300 billion, and there is around 5 million applications in both App Store and Google Play. So we believe and we see evidence that small language models is going to be much bigger market by size, because any application would be AI-powered application, and also different agentic frameworks, they're going to need SLMs or LLMs to power these agents, because otherwise agents is just software, it's a program. They cannot get this external knowledge without getting real models and data exposure. So yeah, like huge market opportunity, really excited about it, and hope like people and listeners would get exposure to it, either through Assisterr or either through Nimble in some way, so there's a lot of intersection where we can collaboratively benefit from working together. From our side, we definitely can supercharge agents with brains, and like from agent side, you can give much more flexible functionality to specify agent for different use cases.
Nice. Thank you so much, Nick, for sharing all the details with us. And everyone, be sure to give Assisterr and circle back to Alex. Can you share what's next for Nimble? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a question that everybody's asking, right? Like, what is next? And it's definitely the notebook. Just talking about an hour or so ago about how we're going to launch the AI notebook within the next couple of weeks. Right, we're in testing right now, and once that's done, there's going to be like a massive announcement that everybody's going to hear about. So definitely stay tuned for that. And rally all your developers to start using the platform via that notebook. Right, we're actually going to have some ways to test it, some demos. It's going to be actually an entire day. Pretty big news overall, because this can really unlock like a new way to build agents much faster. And another part that we want to work on is the idea that companies need faster inferencing, right? Which is basically, if you look at ChatGPT and you ask it to summarize an article, you don't want to wait for 2 hours to do that. You want it as a spot, basically, and a lot of We're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. We're still alive. We're still alive. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're still alive for the most part of that. I just checked the feed, and yeah, basically a summary of that was, you know, we launched Notebook. We have developers building agents with the Notebook and the tools, right? That's what it is, right? The code there, and then have the AI Agent Hub come out where developers can actually publish their agents on the hub on the marketplace, and then people can kind of tap into the APIs and then monetize this way, right? And this kind of ties into the vision of the AI sharing economy, right? Developers build the agents part time on their free time as freelancers. Who knows? Just to make some more money if they want to, and then businesses come in and access those agents via the APIs that kind of fly on the Nimble chain. So yeah, this is it in a nutshell. In a sense, I don't want to like repeat everything just in case people have already heard it, but yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'd love to hear about Nick's plans for Assisterr.
Oh man, like we have a lot of plans in terms of the platform development. So right now, next week, we're going to be releasing this AI lab functionality where actually our community would be able to launch the models, organize other contributors, and like collectively build these AI-powered applications. While on our side, big milestones that we're targeting, it's model tokenization. So that's where we expect to have ability to tokenize the model. And we're going to be acting as a Kickstarter for some communities who wants to launch some high-value models in a way that from one side, we will allow them to acquire some additional community of data contributors, but also acquire some funding to keep working on that models, that ideas, that use case in a long-term range. While for the people who are going to be backing these models, there would be a secondary market that will allow them actually to support and invest money in some way to this specific idea, to this specific model, to this specific niche and use case, because they know, for example, founders, or they know that these people are experts, and they want to be a part of this story, the success story, and they want to have exposure into AI market, which they cannot get access in any other way. So you cannot just go and invest in OpenAI. They raised $6.5 billion, and there was no chance that like average retail investor will get, I don't know, $1,000 investor or whatever allocation. And that's what we want also to provide to our community: launch, tokenize, and monetize the model, but also if the model is successful, to actually actively participate in this AI economy of the future.
Got it. Thank you so much, Nick, for sharing all information with us. And thank you so much, both of you, for joining today's panel. Really, really glad to have both of you post token 2049, right? Still connected. And as mentioned, I am going to share more information regarding our virtual AI hackathon to the group chat later. Nick with Assisterr team. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to chat with you, Alex, Moonlight. Really enjoyed questions and chat. See you soon at DevCon.
Yes. Wow, DevCon.
Likewise. Yeah, about 3 weeks? More or less. Yes. Goodness. Right around the corner. Barely covered from Token 24 minutes.
Yeah. I'm going to close our backstage over here. We'll see you around at DevCon. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Moonlight. Everybody, give us a follow, and Assisterr as well. So let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Okay, as always, let's listen to our upbeat music to wrap this up. Thank you so much, everyone.